Samaran. As I put a short little clip that my boy sent me on my WhatsApp story, and it says, Uguti, broke girls like never say they broke. They never know that they broke. They're always just saying, Uguti, they're dating the wrong guy. You know, I found that very, very funny. You know, Osisbetu, you'll never hear Osisbetu, oh my God, I'm just broke. They're always just dating the wrong guy. And obviously it's a chuckle and it's a joke and it's funny, you know. But if you sit and you start really unpacking it, we constantly, men and women alike, constantly complain, Uguti, there's no more good men out there, there's no more good girls out there. And then the question is, what the fuck are we searching for? Like, what is our main criteria? You know, not what you sit and you lie to yourself about, but in terms of the actual reality of dating. And if you look at it in its current form, for the most part, amachita, we just look for aesthetics, you know. So guys will literally, as a primary reason to date a lady, based it on how she looks, you know, got the booty, got the whatever, that's the primary reason. Lapo, internally, her intrinsic is toxic. She's got red flags, she's got this, she's got that. Guys will overlook a woman with a very good heart. Guys will overlook a very smart woman for a woman who's just aesthetically, externally beautiful. Beauty fades. We know this. We've known this. But guys will use that as the main criteria. Then you flip the script with our sisters. Our sisters will be so preoccupied about what the guy does, how much money he makes, what car he does, or look at rather value indicators. So they might not be like, oh, don't like money. Okay, sharp. But now you look at in your workspace, maybe this is your line manager or senior management, you know, which tells you about a financial bracket. You know, the car that he drives, the area in which he lives in. He no longer lives with his mom. He now stays in a 3-bedroom house. Those are indicators, and that's what they're drawn to. They'll say, oh, let's go have dinner here. A lot of it, through your actions, bosses, not through what you say, through your actions, are guys who are in a certain financial bracket. Therefore, in order to date you, the main criteria becomes that it's not to go to this guy is so sweet, this guy is a gentleman, oh my God, this guy's got a pure heart, he goes to church. Those things are no longer the main criteria, you know, but it's how am I going to date him, he stays with his mom? How am I going to date him, how am I going to date him, he's still studying? All these things that are meant to become the secondary things, we have then made them a main thing. You know, oh girl, don't drop the bag. That shouldn't be the main thing. Those are secondary things in 2023. Maybe they were main 50 years ago, 100 years ago, 200 years ago. Maybe having a big bum or big breast was an indicator of fertility 50, 100 years ago. In today's time, the dating market has changed. So Tina, as a machita, we need to understand, the things that are in here. The things that are in here should be the main. Not saying overlook looks. That's not what I'm saying. Bosses, I'm not saying overlook a guy who can have some sort of financial provision. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the main things when you are looking for a partner should be those intangibles, should be those internal aspects about this person. You know, because again, let's look at it like this. Let's say I go as a guy and I see a sister who is... let's say the streets would mention her as a 6 out of 10 looks, you know. Maybe she's, I don't know, agachimanga, she's a bit heavy, maybe she's got some pimples, whatever the case may be, but she's a 6. So that means that there's a lot of potential from an external package. But in terms of her inside, she's a perfect 10. She's smart, she's kind, she is articulate, she is just the most beautiful internally for me. The rapping, we can change that. We can change that. We can take her to the gym. You know, hey, shy treadmill, shama squats, pumizi nganyana. You know, we can make sure we get her some L'Oreal, we can get her some Maybelline, we can get her some Nivea, whatever it means. Sim vavavume. You know, Dutch and Cabana light blue. All of a sudden, she's gone from an external 6 to an 8. You know, because we can't connect that. If you see, obviously we're not going extreme with the BPL, Nama, boob jobs. No, that's for different people. talking about just us normal guys. So again, from a looks, she can go from a 6 to an 8, and then internally she's still a perfect 10. You know, the looks will fade. You know, like if you've ever run a business, if you understand the dynamics of business, you understand that business, there's ups and downs and stuff. A lot of our sisters have dated guys who are attend guys in business. We are always to attend. He can get 500K in his account for the next 10 business deals, none of them go through, and then he's in trouble, and then you're needing him, or you will be the one that will be assisting him financially. So it's challenging. So again, if you just purely base it on the financial aspects or what he can do, the trips, the cars, the this, the that, when it gets cold, you know, and the money is no longer coming in, you know, now you have to actually deal and say, this guy's actually maybe not as kind as I thought. This guy is not as thoughtful as I thought. This guy is not as smart as I thought. This guy is not God-fearing, or whatever your internal criteria may be. So it's very, very, very important, you know, to focus on the intrinsic things. You know, is this guy hardworking internally? Is this guy motivated? Is this guy got potential? Is he willing to sacrifice for the family? Because if he's got those internal indicators, you know, intrinsic, then we know even from a financial point, yes, he might be studying now, but also boy. And again, you don't need lobster and caviar every day. You know, you just need a person who can provide the basics so that we can keep moving forward. The problem with today's social media and back in the day with the TV landscape is that it was constantly being sold that sisters must date a guy who has achieved these things externally. From a guy's point, we're constantly sold to date these girls that look a type of way. Guys, looks fade. There's girls that we went to school with, got matric, she was a 10 out of 10. Now she's had 2-3 kids. Now she's had life and ups and downs. And if she was a 10 out of 10 when she was 18, now at 35, she's a sizzling 6, you know, sizzling 5 even. We've seen that, and that's okay. As long as she was amazing internally at 10, a 10 out of 10 at 18, I mean, I can live with that, you know, because when I'm gym, shama push up nyana, make sure push up vegan, vegetarian, just to clean up our only package nyana, that's okay. That will come. The same way that some other sisters also going to be working on me at the same time. And I'm happy with that, as long as your internal is the one that's pure. And we need to use that, guys. We can't be fucking up the morality of communities because sisters are chasing cash packaged in provision, and guys are chasing bum packaged in being fertile, or whatever the narrative that guys say and lie to each other about. We cannot. Our moral compass as a society is very skewed, and that is why when guys start clickering financially, or sis move on. That is why when sis start letting them go a little bit, letting themselves go a little bit, guys move on and they start chasing younger girls, whatever the case may be. Our sisters have lost their moral compass and start dating these drug dealers, these corrupt guys, all because of this bag. Guys, let's get back the morality of a society. Find someone who will make you happy internally, who will grow you internally, who will build you internally, and then your job is to try and look and find ways to help them externally be who they are internally. And Amachita, find that perfect diamond in the rough. Perfect diamond in the rough, knowing that she'll make you happy, she'll give you peace, she'll give you joy, and then she will make sure she runs this household. And when in return, you will assist her in her goals as well where you can. I don't know if I'm making sense. I hope I'm making sense. But guys, in Gansanda, please just let me know what you think in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe, share, all those good things. And Gansanda, have yourselves a fantastic day.